All right. So, what is occlusion culling? That's what we're going to go over today. And once again, shout out to Aussie guy because he taught it to me, and yeah, it really made a difference. In the New Year's world, even though you know what I'm saying, it
Mm-hmm.
was still kind of heavy once it got up to a lot of people. But at the same time, though, that's on me for not doing a couple of other things correctly, which will be taken care of this year. All right. So occlusion culling, right? Say for instance, you spawn into the world and you have all of this stuff around and stuff. Well, your headset, even the things that you're not looking at that you cannot see, your headset is processing all of this data. All of the data is coming in. So what occlusion culling does is it will take it'll take the objects that you do not see and it doesn't process them into your headset. So if you can't see it, then your headset is not processing it. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what occlusion culling is doing. So I'm gonna show you in this class how to set it up, and yeah, and we're gonna do a little occlusion culling here. So first things first, what you'll do is let me remove this tab, close the tab. You will go up to Window. You'll go down to Rendering, and you'll select occlusion culling. Now, there are certain things in here that I'm not going to give y'all a super deep explanation, but yeah. So some things, you want to be, you want to have set up on like occlusion static,
Oh, it
occlusion,
respawned. You should
occluder,
have joined. Oh, you should have joined
occluding.
when
J Deuce, you might want to mute your mic, sweetheart.
can you join people when they're on a helicopter?
G
J Deuce,
Deuce, your mic.
J Deuce, might want to mute that mic there, cuz. Thank you
Oh,
for
here she goes.
joining us, DJ Marcus
Hey,
J.
What
Marcus.
up, everybody?
Chilling, chilling. So, okay, so with occlusion culling, now, me personally, when it comes to stuff like these trees and stuff like this, I don't have these set up on occluder static and occludie static because basically, it's just saying like you being able to see through, little holes and stuff in here to see everything that's around the world. So basically, what I wanted to do is I want you to be able to, when you turn your camera, all of this stuff just like phases out. So while it's currently like this, we'll go ahead and we'll bake it to see what it looks like, and then we'll do a test as well. So you'll come down here without making any changes, with finding things to make changes on. We'll just do a simple bake. So we'll click bake. It'll compute. Sometimes, depending on the size of your world, it could take a moment. It could take a moment, but sometimes it's fairly quick. And as you see, it's spacing everything out, putting it all into its boxes to
Oh,
do the
wow.
occlusion cut. So it maps your whole world out to decide what to occlude, what to cull. My apologies. And you can zoom out while it's doing that too. Now,
Wait, did you say that it picks out what to exclude?
yes. So it's analyzing the whole scene on how to set up the culling and stuff. So I'm going to show you how this would look in your camera too from your headset.
Mm.
Okay.
Does it ever miss anything? So when you go in, like, you don't see
Yeah,
something?
it doesn't miss anything, but it'll miscalculate things.
Mm.
Okay.
All right, so this is the largest occlusion that I have seen before. 8 megabytes. Normally, it doesn't go over a megabyte. All right, so we're gonna go to we're gonna find our camera. Where's our camera at? Let's find the main camera. All right, main camera is there. We're gonna move our main camera over. Let's put it on top of this right here. All right. So we're going to go back to our, occlusion culling tab, and now you're going to see that as I swivel my camera around, all of these things come into view, and everything that my camera is not looking at, it
Oh,
culls.
okay. Mm-hmm.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Just cuts out all of that stuff. Now, if I press, let's save that, and I'm gonna go into play mode.
So do you do this for all your worlds now, Kip? Does Sky Song have it?
Yes, yes, Sky Song has this. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
Sky Song definitely has this. But still, even with occlusion culling, though, it still doesn't account. Now, it does occlude avatars.
Mm-hmm.
I found that out when I was at Sky Song one day. If you're inside the door booth and you go to the far right edge of the door booth and try to look into the room, you will see everything blanks out because it occludes everything in the room. So even the avatars disappear.
Oh, that's good.
All right, so as you see, everything that's in my camera I can see, but if I turn away from it, all of that stuff behind me is actually, you know what I'm saying, disappearing.
Mm.
Let's check some stats up here. Now I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a couple of things. Okay, so you see where it says tries, verts, and batches up there in this little statistic window.
Mm-hmm.
This right here is your draw calls. For a world that's this big, you're gonna have a couple of your draw calls are probably gonna be high. So this is not like the type of world that you want to have like 80 people in, even though it's massive as hell. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But as I turn, it shows you how many triangles you're seeing in front of your camera view. All right, so let's go up here, and we're going to check to see if we're having some occlusion culling issues. You'll test by looking at certain stuff, putting your camera on certain things to see if the walls around you disappear or anything like that, because that will happen if it's not done correctly. You'll see like little bitty things disappear. So that's how I test this, because I'll go into some worlds that I've done occlusion culling on. I'll look at a chair and the whole wall behind the chair disappears. So this right here takes a little bit of time. Why in the world is that door? What's that door? Why did that door disappear when I moved that over there? I wonder, is it over there somewhere? I have to find that damn door. All right, so we'll check some other areas in the world. Let's see. This is wonderful. I'm not sure what this is. So that's basically how you just check stuff. Just like look at certain objects and see if the world around you disappears or something.
Now, would you recommend doing this for any size world, regardless if it's big or small?
Um, you know what? Yeah, yeah, I would, because at the end of the day, you want the best performance of any world, whether it's big or small. So it looks like this is good. I don't see the world disappearing or anything. But then you never know. You might go in here you might upload it and go in, and stuff disappears. So yeah. All right. So that looks good. Now, say for instance, we did have some issues. All right. So say for instance that we things were disappearing and stuff like that. What I would do from this point, like if it was the furniture or the furniture and the trees, I would go over. I would clear this out. Press my clear button over here. And I would find like my trees or whatever. Go and hit them up. Go make sure you click on object. That way you can see if it's a render. See, like those right there. See, occluder static and occluding static. Well, that's just the armature of it. So I would probably end up opening up all of these. And I would grab all of the tree components of every last one of these. From here to here. All right, and then from there, I would take off both of these. But now, if I take these off and still go into the bake and bake it, bake that again.
So you just remove the culling from those particular items.
Well, I remove their ability to cull other objects when you look at them. If you know what I'm saying, that's what I remove, the ability for them to cull other objects. That way, if you're standing in front of a tree and it covers your whole field of view, normally it's supposed to cull everything that you cannot see. But I took
Oh,
that
okay.
away.
So yeah, so if the leaves were in your view, you wouldn't be able to see anything behind it. Okay, gotcha.
Exactly. So
Okay.
and then at the same time, that's why when I'm doing when I'm building now, all I put my occlusion on is the walls of the house. Like just
Mm.
the walls. I just have that shit on the walls. That way if I'm standing in front of a wall, then everything behind that wall is occluded. All right, so now where is my camera? Let's go to the camera. Main camera. Where are you? Main camera. All right, so now see, even with the main camera, now see how the trees, they're still occluded?
Mm.
So they'll still be occluded. You know what I'm saying? But now they don't affect occluding other objects. Like if I take the camera to, let's go inside of that. Let's go to the house. Make sure you're in the house, cuz. All right, so yeah. So we're in the house. So as you see down here on our screen, we're looking at a wall. Let's turn this a little bit forward. Let's move this over some. Let's turn that way to the wall. I'm gonna make sure I'm staring like right at a wall. Okay. So as you see outside of the house, that wall has occluded everything out of there. So I can't see nothing. So since my camera is not, it can't see it, then it's out of it's not processing it.
Mm.
But some stuff, as you see, it still picks it up on the outside over here, like the water, like it still sees the water. So it just depends on what you want to do with that. If you want to put that into if you want to occlude it, you can. I don't think that it added an occluder on it, a static occluder, even though the reason why it didn't occlude this is because this water is not static. You can walk on it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why I didn't include it. All right. Let me close all this up. Give me 1 minute. There we go. So that's occlusion. That is the basics of occlusion coding. Now it can get a lot deeper than that. But what I would suggest is that if you want to get into it that deep, I can give you some points of reference on YouTube, a good video to watch for occlusion coding. But this is the basics of it. So that's how that works. And when you go back to object or click back on your inspector, then everything returns to normal. But the occlusion culling still is there though, and that greatly cuts down the processing issues in your world. So you can have massive worlds, you know what I'm saying, but just have your occlusion culling on. Now at this point, I shouldn't have no problem having like 80 people up in here, but at the same time, if you're one person standing right here on this balcony and there's like 80 people over there, you know what I'm saying? You don't have like you don't have them turned off or something, then there'll be a problem. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's mainly just the main thing of ovals and stuff. Once you get it completely optimized, then it's just dealing with the issue of avatars and stuff. All right, so that is that. All right, let's see here. Give me 1 moment. I'm gonna check something in our crates real quick. See if I'm missing anything as far as like little things to teach you. So we went through trigger panels, the triggering game objects and stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's good. All right, now I don't know if I gave y'all did I give y'all any water, any water, like the
Yeah.
clear water?
Yeah.
And we did go through a tutorial on how to set it up.
Did we? I know you gave us the script, but I can't remember. Does anybody else remember if he showed us how to put it in?
So
I remember him
you said you was
dropping
gonna
it.
do it today.
I remember dropping it. Yeah,
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, I
Maybe
just remember him
you
dropping
didn't.
it.
Yeah, maybe you didn't show us
Mhm.
how, Kip.
I just made that up though, so you would do it today.
Nice, Marcus.
That's my man right there.
Good job, Marcus.
All right, so I'm gonna show y'all how to work the clear
He's
water.
like, I got you guys.
So when you get it, it'll be it'll be in this long folder, clear water. Double click on it, go inside the shader, go inside that folder, and you will see them right here. Now, normally you will have just these two in here. So I'm gonna delete one of them. All right, so the refracting water is for PC. The regular example, the normal, is for Quest. All right, so we're gonna drag and drop this onto our water if it'll act right.
So the refracting one's the most important, is what you're saying.
Wow. All right, so now if you drag and
Shade.
drop and it doesn't work on dragging it onto the object, If you go to the object, the game object, you can just drag it and drop it on the material right there. So it'll turn like that. All right. So when you just pull this in, click on it. The smoothness may not be up. It may look like that or something when you first bring it in. Also, it may look like it may be empty. It may look just like this in some cases. And you're like, okay, I know I put this water in here. What you want to do is you want to go over here to the inspector and you want to ignore the depth buffer, and that brings it. That brings it
Mm.
in. All right. You want to have ignore mesh UVs. You want to have that turned on. You want to put your smoothness all the way up because keep in mind that your smoothness is what reflects the world around you. It's going to be translucent. So if you want to turn up the metallic to, you know what I'm saying, to make it darker or whatever, you can, you know, if you don't want to have it translucent. And then from that point you can change the colors and stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you want your alpha on, you want to change the color of it, you know what I'm saying? You have those options. All right, so down here you have your wave settings. You got wave one, wave two. If you see these are two normal maps. If you look at this water, you can see a flow that's going to the left, and if you look hard, you can see a flow that's going up, like right over here in this area. So those are two normals that are going against each other. The normal that's on the top, I think that's. Let me turn up the strength real quick so I can see that. Okay, so that's the one that's going from left to right, left to right. All right. So let's see here. Now your wave strength, you can turn up the strength of the of that normal. You know what I'm saying? From it being like something smooth to something that's refracting more, well, reflecting more. Your multiplier will increase the speed. You know what I'm saying? Your scroll will change your directions going either on the x axis or the y axis. Let's see here. Now wave two. Now me personally, I like to have both of my normals somewhat scrolling at the same speed. Let's turn that up a little bit. That way it looks like it's cutting across each other. Maybe boost that up a little bit. And now with this with your toweling, right? That's something that you can do yourself if you want to. But let's see, let's try 0.05 on that one, 0.05 on that one, 0.05 on that one, 0.05 on that one. I'm saying that way it doesn't look so, because when you zoom out, it's a repeat. You know what I'm saying? You can see it just repeating and stuff. So I try to not have mine like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe, but also remember, as you scale bigger, it'll move faster. So you may want to slow it down a little bit. I'm saying you also have the option of adding foam. I don't muck with this foam too much. Let's throw that in here.
I guess the phone
So
would
I
only
have a
be good
question.
like at the end of a waterfall or something, right? Sorry, Marcus.
Well,
Well,
you
with
Or
know,
this,
like the edge of the
okay.
beach.
Mm.
with, now some of them does have that where it, some waters they'll capture the edges.
Mm-hmm.
So like you saw this, like let me hold on, give me a second. I think this one has this option. One moment.
What were you saying, Marcus?
Okay, there we go.
All right. So thinking a little bit outside the box, so to say, with this shader, let's say I had a wall and I had a normal texture on that wall. But I wanted to increase the intensity of that. And I, in theory, use this shader and set the speed down to 0.
Yeah. When I first came over, when I first came over to VR chat, and I didn't have I didn't know how their shaders worked like that at the time. So I used to use a water shader for my windows.
Ah,
Oh.
Hmm. Yeah, add a little choppiness to it. So yeah, so now we have a little bit of foam going through the water and stuff. We can probably make that a little bit bigger. Yeah. Mhm. Just depending on how you want to do that. See the density. All right, so what the fog in? Let's see. I don't think it's okay. So it's affecting the entire. Yeah, it is affecting the entire thing. It's supposed to pull it back to the edges. That might be that other one that I have that does that. Yeah, that might be that other one. All right. So okay. So and now I don't know why I did this over here. I am missing something. Hold on one moment. As a matter of fact, let's get rid of
Pink color
this.
of death.
URP.
You know what I'm saying?
R.I.P.
RIP URP.
Now, as y'all see with the water coming down, you know what I'm saying? You don't see it it stop. Well, you know it goes right through the water. You know what I'm saying? Now you have options of doing this. Like if you model a waterfall, then you can model it to stop right there at the edges. You know what I'm saying? If you set it up that way, if you built it that way, you know what I'm saying? But if not, you can try doing messing with the render queue. Now the render queue is it's telling the camera what to render first, like what's the priority. So you can try going through the render queue and seeing if it'll render on top. But normally with this one right here, it doesn't. And also turn on your GPU instancing too. What that does is it helps you process stuff a little bit faster.
Well, you were
So
camouflaging it with the mist, right? You could just put like mist at the bottom of it.
mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is it's a mist in here, but I don't have it turned on right now.
Mm.
Let me see. As a matter of fact, where is my mist at? Where is my mist? Hold on one moment. Let me see if I can find it. Environment fog. That's fog one. Where is fog two? So now, when I first did this, I did not know how to do particles and stuff that good. So I had the collisions turned on. You know what I'm saying? So now that I know what the hell I'm doing, let me fix this real quick. Let me fix this right quick. Now, close. We're gonna take this from a cone. We're gonna turn this into a box. All right, let's take a top view. Oh, no, no top view. No top view. Put that there. Turn that there. I'm gonna cut this gravity off. Well, about point one. Well, no, my bad. Start speed 0. control. We're going to increase our Y. A little bit. We're going to go down to the color over lifetime. Okay, so yeah, I do got a fade going in on it. All right. So this fade. Good through. So I want to have, as a matter of fact, I want to cover this whole thing up because you're standing right there. Oh, look, Kipp, I can see your water going down through the bottom. That's what Blue will say.
Mhm.
All right, so let's take a trip over there and see what that looks like. Let's go to the waterfall. Oh God, I think oh shit. Do I have a I don't think I got a I don't think I have a platform under here. But see, with Allspace, since we couldn't swim, I had an invisible platform right there. You know what I'm saying, to keep you raised up a little higher. We'll go around here.
So are you saying you're going to teach us swim dynamics?
Oh Lord Jesus, sure. That's why not? Why not?
That's a swim script, though, right?
Yes, it is. So the swim
Yes.
system is inside of the crates.
Mm.
I'll show you how to set that up because honestly, it can be a little bit confusing. I got to fix that right there.
Like, what isn't confusing? Like, seriously.
So, not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. That'll work. I'm only seeing 13. I'm only seeing 13,000. Only seeing 13,000 triangles in this direction. So that's cool. That's all right.
And the draw cost is low as hell.
Yeah. But yeah, if I turn over here, I think the highest ones. Hold on. Well, hold on. I
Yeah, there
thought that
was
thing
like a
got up to like
450
600
there,
one
yeah.
time. Hold on, let me see what's behind over here once I get over here and look around. Well, from the
And it's still
middle,
not bad
I
at
guess from
all.
the middle, the draw calls ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? From the middle looking around, but when you get over to that house though, bro,
Yeah, it's a different story.
yeah, you see, when you have it all in front of your face though, yeah.
Yeah.
It's, all right, so swim dynamics.
Okay, wait. So before we move on, so you know how you said that the water goes one way and the other way? Can we just do one? Because just as you were teaching us the water, there was like a really smooth um thing that you showed, and then it was only on the screen for like a second. How do you get that? Like if you don't want it to, if you just want like a really smooth, like non-moving.
Like calmer, a little calmer water.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Gotcha. All right. So that'll be in your strength.
Okay.
Take your strength down on both of them. See that?
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
Can it
saying?
go
So,
even like smoother? Because there was like for a split second, it showed on your screen that it was like really, really smooth. Like it looked like almost like glass.
oh,
Like a
that is.
summer night on a lake with no
Yeah,
breeze.
yeah.
Hold on, let me turn off my let me turn off my let me turn off my phone here. Hold on one moment. One moment. So I'm gonna turn that off real quickly.
So with the water, is it always going to be two things moving? You just can't have the one?
Now, if you do have just the one, um, depending, it may not look exactly how you want it to look.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to show it in Unity as
Yeah, like
opposed to
that. Yeah, like something like it looks like glass, where it's like barely moving. Okay, so it's in the strength. Okay.
Mhm. So that's the strength, but now with the movement speed, that is the scroll multipliers and stuff. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You could take those down to almost to where it's still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really pretty. Okay.
It's like Disney Pixar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Now let's dive in, Kip.
All right. All right. So the package that's going to be over in the crates is Habiki. I think it's Habiki Swim System. I think Harabiki or something like that. Let's see. Where is that at? I got it in here somewhere. Where's my swim system? What the hell? Hold on, force that inside 3D projects, assets. There it is. Bam. Now be mindful when you're using the swim system and you're trying to put a pool on the second floor,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because I'll show you why in a moment. I will show you why.
Why would
Let's
you have a
go.
pool on your second floor?
Why not?
Why not? Why not put a pool
Florida,
or a pool on the
Florida,
rooftop?
Florida,
You know,
Oh, on the roof, on the roof. Okay, I was thinking like on the second floor of your house. I'm like, well, that's just weird.
Mountain View.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? I got a pool on your second floor in your house. Well, it's your roof, but it's still.
Uh-huh.
Your roof, that's fine.
Mhm.
I get it now. I was thinking literally second floor, like in the bedroom. That would be weird.
This is the metaverse.
Yeah.
It's all
Truth,
good.
truth.
It all
You can have a
goes down
pool
here.
anywhere.
All right, all right, all right.
Oh, you should try to make a waterbed, Kip. I just thought of that. That'd be cool.
Hmm.
I'll leave that up to you though, Kip.
Almost there. Where is that at? Oh, there we go. Hirabiki. All right, so swim system. Okay, so this is if you're reading the instructions, it may mess you up. So yeah. All right, so the first thing you want to do, you want to bring in the system, the swim system. So drag and drop it into your hierarchy, and it will give you this nice little menu that's here. So let's just move this to the center of the world, the center of the water or whatever. All right, so if that's the case, we might have to put an extra menu item if we want to like spawn somewhere where the menu is, or put it up there with the at the house or whatever. Or you know what? No, I'll just put it over here on that damn tree. All right. So okay. So when I come in here, right, what the main thing, the two things I turn off is this breath system and this breathe system. Because if not, if you don't, you will go in here, and if you go in the water for a minute, you'll drown and you'll respawn. Your tar will die. So if you want to use it, if you want to use it, that's up to you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to use it, that's up to you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't use it, so I'm gonna turn both of these.
Can you just use it on certain people?
Nah. Now you can have a button. You can create a button where you can turn it on and turn it off. You know what I'm saying? That's up to you. All right, so we got the swim system in here. I want to go to the settings panel, which is the little menu, and I want to take that menu and I want to place it over here by this tree, I guess. To be no shitty. All right. Goodness gracious. Horrible. Okay, that we go.
It's so deceiving. Oh my God.
I'm saying, I'm gonna put it inside the tree. So the only way you can see it is by sticking your head in the tree. No, all right, so put it there.
Scavenger hunt.
Now remember, this is a canvas. All right, so remember, canvases, their blue arrow faces the back of the canvas. So let's flip this around. Mhm. That still may be kind of. I hope that's low enough or high enough or something like that. People may not even know where it's at. I don't know. So you know what? I might just put it at the house. Then they might have a hard time finding that. How do I turn up the swim speed? Take your ass to the house. All right. So then we're gonna put it up here at the house and put it on this wall here. Just grab a little bit of swivel this around. Put that right there. All right, cool. All right, so we got our menu in here. We got our swim system in here. What we want to do now is we want to grab our water volume. I'm going to drag and drop that in here as well. And that puts that there. All right, so this is the thing about this about this. Let me zoom in so you can see. All right, so you have two colliders, two box colliders. You have the water top and you have the water bottom. Anything in the middle of this collider will float. You know what I'm saying? Well, all right, so anything in the middle of these colliders will float. So you want to make sure that uh, 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 you want to make sure that the top one is on the top of your water. I don't know why my mouse is doing that. So let's go about right here. Yeah, about right there. And for that bottom one, you open this up. Surface over is the top board. Well, surface over is their water shaders and stuff, which is nothing but as a material. So you can go here to both of these and just turn them off. So this one right here is the collider up there. This is the collider on the bottom. So you can take the bottom collider and move it down under your world wherever your water is stopping at. I don't know where mine's stopping at, so you know what? Let me go to the side and see here. Let's see. Yeah, about right there. I got a couple of dips in here in some places. All right. So now you can add. Now the craziest thing about this is that you can add colliders in here, but it's done in the swim system. Let me see. It is. Where is that? Sounds in the water. Nope, nope, nope. Locomotion interface. No. Water layer. No. It's in here somewhere. I'm have to find that. I'm have to find that shit. But yeah, water trigger list. Nope, nope, nope. Water based volume list. I think it's here. I think this is it right here. To add more trigger zones to your water if you want to set it up like that. All right, so once you have your top layer in place and your bottom layer in place, you can go to perspective mode, go to the top, zoom out, and you can select both of these, and you can go to your size here to your X and Y. And you can extend your collider. So let's move these over a little bit. Yeah. So, yep, make those kind of big. And then you can go to your Ys, extend those out. Mhm. And now I do have one up here too as well. So we can we can duplicate these. Make sure that's underneath there. All right, and go back to the top here. Go right here. Let's rotate those. And then we're going to take our size down. All right, and then for the come out of perspective mode, I don't know why I can't see those. I don't know why I can't see those. What in the world? Okay, so now so this one right here did not scale the size. So I'm gonna go to this one. I am going to go here to copy component. I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna paste the values, paste component values. All right, so now we're good. And that probably happened over here on my water top and my water bottom as well. So it did. So I'm going to go to my water bottom. I'm going to go right here to my three dots. I'm going to go to copy component. I'm going to go to my water top right here, and I'm going to paste the component values. That way I get the same size on bottom, and top. And then for over here, the same thing. So this is my top. I'll move this up some to match with my water, which is right there. And then my water bottom, I'm gonna bring that up, making sure it's inside the mountain because I don't want the one to be climbing up the mountain and all of a sudden start swimming in midair. Yeah. All right, so that should be good. So now I go back into my swim system. Let's see, raycast collision layer settings, water 5, water trigger list. Okay, so I'm going to add 2 more triggers in here. And I'm going to drag this one over there, and I'm going to drag this one over there. So now I should be able to swim in this one. I know I'll be able to swim in this one, but we'll find out about that one up there. All right, so let's save that.
Does the splash sound automatically come with the script?
Yep,
Mm.
yep. So let's.
Does the drowning sound come with it too?
Oh God.
Oh no, Cindy, you're gonna have to make that one yourself.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
I
Sorry.
want a barrel to go over the edge. That'd be fun.
All right, so let me show you some things about this. So when you come in, swimming is automatically enabled. You can mute the swimming sounds if you want to, and then you can turn the swimming speed up. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see. Let's go down here and see if we can do some swimming. Shit, I need to turn my run speed up in this world, man. This world big as hell. Shit. You hear the water?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you jump in it, you hear the splash. But if you just walk into it, you won't hear the splash. It works off the well, yeah, well, you heard it that time.
Yeah.
Late as hell. And then also, as you know, when you hit your hands on the water, it makes the splash sound as well.
Oh yeah.
So if you look down, you'll swim down. You look up, you swim up, and all that good little crap. Yeah, so let's see if the one up top works. Oh, this is gonna mess up.
Let's do a cannonball.
There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, and wham bam, you have your swimming.
Very cool.
The water looks so good.
All right, so that is how you use the swim system.
Nice.
Oh, saying so. Okay, so we covered occlusion culling. We covered the swim system
And water insertion.
and water insertion. So insert that water, cuz. Let me see. Let me check one more thing. Let me go over here to my crates and check some anything. Anything, Marcus? Oh, you know what I could. You know what? Oh, that damn that Topaz system. If you want to share your desktop and you don't want to use and you don't want to use VR CDN or
Pro
what's that?
TV.
Pro TV or Twitch or something like that. So I'm gonna show y'all how to set this up real quick. I'm not gonna keep it in the world, but just in case, you know what I'm saying, just in case you wanna use it. So let's go to import package, custom package. I think I have that in this one.
Or he can even keep it in a world and have an on and off switch.
Well, that's true. That is true. All right, so let's go to Topaz bundle. Bring that in. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me go check on these kids real quick.
So Marcus, if you have it in the room and you have it off, is it still adding to the size of the world because it's actually in the room, even though it's not visible at the time?
You mean the size of the world as far as on the upload?
Yeah.
Yes, it will count toward the size of the upload, but this isn't something that takes up a lot of space.
Okay.
So as an example, with the block party, all the extra stuff that's in there, and,
Mhm.
I hit switches and turn on like boxing ring and everything else,
Yep.
musical
Yep.
chairs. Yep, all that counts toward the upload size.
Okay. But it's not huge, so it doesn't make it run
Nope.
choppy when it's
Nope.
off. Okay.
But the biggest thing that probably adds to upload size. It's not the geometry, it's the textures.
Okay.
Yeah.
The textures or images that you have in there, those tend to be the largest.
Okay.
Like you can have an extremely complex world, put it into here, and that should be like 15 megabytes before textures.
Okay.
So, oh, well, while he's doing that, I have a question for you. So I'll be teaching a scripting class or two. Are there any scripts or anything about scripts that you all want to know?
Are you going to start from the basics?
Yes and no. I'm not going to go extremely deep into it. If anybody wants to do that, like we can do that at other times. But this is going to be a very basic one. Like I think I want to show you one visual script, doing one that way with the nodes and the noodles. We'll do one of those type scripts.
Nodes and
As an
noodles?
example,
Nodes and noodles.
So there you go.
We'll be doing Thai food.
Whatchamacallit, the booster zone.
Oh.
The booster. That's how that is done in that way. And then we can also do a text script where I was just thinking today if I can think of something that we should do, or if we just try to do one on the fly with ChatGPT. Because I'm not going to try to teach you how to script with text. I'm going to teach you how to use ChatGPT to assist with you getting the scripts that you want.
Okay.
Oh, to actually make a script?
Yep. The prompts and such that you would use.
Are there, I mean, I assume there are, but are there generic resources that you can use to go gather scripts? Like, are there websites and stuff with existing ones?
Yes. The VRC prefab, that site that Kipp gave us before.
Yep.
Everything on there isn't a Unity scene. Some things may just be a script.
Okay.
Kipp, of course, he has a ton of scripts inside of the whatever it's called, the Creator Crate.
Yep.
So I would say check there. Also, if not, ask one of us because we have our fair share of scripts too. You'll find stuff on Gumroad. I mean, you find stuff all over the place. There's also a VR Chat Udon channel in Discord where I have something I think I'm going to actually submit to it because I can't figure out something.
Is all scripting now in Unity Udon?
Nope, it's visual and it's text.
Oh, it's both.
So
Okay.
text is Udon, and the visual is I forgot what it's called, but the visual scripting is way more powerful. Point blank. Problem is I got to figure out, like I may have to go to like Udemy or something like that, or YouTube and dig and find more tutorials on how to use it. The scripting one, you'll find probably more tutorials with text scripts. Only that, the fact that you can use ChatGPT. Like literally some scripts that we try to do, we may figure it out. I shouldn't say we, ChatGPT figures it out first try. Other times it may be 500 tries, depending on what it is. Like as an example, Kipp has several scripts that it took him, like one of them took him over 3 weeks to get it the way he wanted. And I shouldn't say one script, it was multiple scripts to perform something. But it took him like over 3 weeks to get them together.
To fine tune it and get it to function the way he wanted?
Yep. Over 3 weeks.
Wow.
I think for me, the longest one I've had that I've actually stayed on and kept trying to solve was 2 weeks. It's been a couple of times and I've like stopped, started back from the beginning to try to rethink it and reapproach it, that type thing. But as far as one particular script or one particular function I was trying to do, I think for me, 2 weeks is the longest that I spent on something and then finally solved it. And when I say 2 weeks, I mean like hours, not every single day, but a decent amount of time.
Mhm.
You know what? So for everybody, homes like this, are your homes? Are you gonna have like mountain scenes like this, or restaurant scenes, or are you doing like city scenes?
I don't have mountains.
Yeah, you've seen mine, Marcus. Mine's all mountains.
I'm trying to think of some things.
Yeah, after
You
this
know, especially since there's no electricity out there, you know, maybe you want it where when somebody steps on your porch, a light comes on.
Yeah. Okay, that'd be cool.
You know, what they call it, security light comes on when somebody steps on your porch.
Mhm.
Maybe a
Yeah.
flashlight or something like that. You know, it's a couple things. Like when you go on these hikes in these woods here in areas like Kipp's build. So I'll
Hmm.
figure out something like pretty simple for us to go ahead and do.
yes, sir.
Oh, and I'm gonna
Car
say
on the
this now for
corner
everybody
and a
that's
little
here.
raccoon.
You know how when it comes to this here, and you know
Oh,
people won't admit
raccoon.
it, but Kipp is building, and he'll ask, "Hey, does anybody need any help, or are you stuck, or whatever?" And people won't say anything, and you're just like, "Oh yeah, I'll just go back and watch it later." When it comes to the scripting, I'm telling you now, stop me if you need me to.
For real though.
I'm just telling you now, it's
For
Yeah.
not
real.
going to be quite as easy just to go back and figure something out. Um, and it's not like I'm a master at this. I just know enough to get me through. So to say, again, Pip, well, I think he has stepped away, but yeah, we both have other scripts too that's not even in the crates. But so if there's a script that you need, the first thing I would say is hit one of us up and ask us. Um, Now, granted, if you want to go on that journey of exploration, be my guest, do it.
For real though.
But if you want to get it done, I would say just check with us first, and there's a chance we may have something or something that could be adapted.
Cool.
All right, so we're gonna bring. Okay, so after we do this topaz, I know how a lot of people like mirrors and stuff, so I'm gonna show y'all how to set this mirror up too.
Oh yes, for all the mirror dwellers.
So we're gonna bring in this topaz. As a matter of fact, while I'm at it, let me just go ahead and import this mirror in as well. Alrighty, let's see here.
So that's a VR chat mirror, right?
Yeah, but yeah. It's a udon mirror. It's inside the crates. It's called Simple Udon Mirror.
Oh, okay.
And since I taught y'all about UIs, you can change the UI how you want to. Yeah. All right. So let me see. Simple Udon mirror. All right. So we'll bring that in. And this the mirror that I use. We got so it has three options: low poly, medium, and high. So as a matter of fact, since this one is important, we're gonna do this one first. We're gonna do the mirror first. So let's go into the bathroom. All right. So simple Udon mirror. Little package right in here. You can just drag this into your scene if you want to. Now you can't see anything because it's around here somewhere. It's around here somewhere. Mirror. Where's that? Where are you at? Where are you? Interesting. All right, there we go. There's controls. All right, so when this comes in, it's already off. All right, so we want to set this up. Place it on the wall here. You can change the pivot to center. Now you can put your controls wherever you want to put them. If you want to put them, well, as a matter of fact, you know what? Yeah, let's put them down. just a little bit. All right, so we got our controls in. Now the mirrors are there as well. Now the mirrors, they come in, they're cut, they're, as you can see, they're automatically cut off. So you open up the folder, you go into mirrors. You got 3 mirrors here. You can select all 3 of them and then cut them on so you can see them. Now the reason why you see the Z fighting like that is because I have all 3 mirrors cut on. All right, so in order to move these is one, because you can't move these while they're, well, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Not supposed to, but, or you can just click on mirrors here and you can move the mirror where you want it. Make sure it's a little bit off the wall. And then once you do that, you go select all 3 mirrors, all 3 mirrors. You want to go over here to the rect tool to transform the size of it, and make sure you have all 3 of them selected. Don't do these individually, because then you'll be up here forever trying to get all of them back to the same, same size and stuff. So you go there, you adjust it to the to your mirror. Once you do that, highlight all 3 of them again and turn them off. It is just that simple.
Mm.
It is just that simple. This mirror comes in already set up. Now there's a tutorial if you want to learn how to create your own, your own custom mirror. There's a tutorial for that. It's not that difficult. It's just I found that this is a simple mirror, and I'm like, you know what? F it. I'm gonna go with the simple mirror.
Can you customize the UI, the low, medium, and high panel?
You sure can. I'll show you. I'll show you what the UI controls are.
Oh,
So you
good.
go in here. You'll press high. It'll cut on. Now, as you see, you're not seeing it cut on because this is an asset that only works once it's uploaded.
Mm.
But it does work. You know what I'm saying? It does work. As long as you know what I'm saying, yeah. So now if you come down here to the controls, as you see, the controls is already inside of a canvas over here in the inspector. The controls is the canvas. They just changed the name of it from canvas to controls. So you go in here and you can open these up. You can change out the text. You know what I'm saying? You can change out the source image of the UI mask. That's the gray box that's right there. So you can change that out as well. You can change out the lettering, which is your text here. I'm saying that the type of text, so you can click on this box and you got different text that you can choose, or you can upload your own text. You can bring in your own text in here. It's not difficult. But what you would do is, if you wanted to change your own text, so this is something else for you. You will go to create you a new folder. I don't know why it put it inside of there. That's just hilarious. Let's go back in here. Let's right click in here, create folder. I'm going to call this fonts. All right. So once you do that, you'll go into your C drive, wherever you have your fonts at, right? You'll go to, normally it's inside of this Windows folder. Double click on your Windows and you got your fonts in here. I'm saying, depending on what type of font that you have, you know what I'm saying, you can bring it in. Let's just grab this one just for shits and giggles. So open this folder up and then you'll drag and drop the font inside of there, and it's in there. So at this point, what you'll do is you will go to let's see, where is it at? Where is this at? Give me one moment to locate this. Text Mesh Pro Font Asset Creator. All right, so you'll go there. You will go to your source font file. You can just pull this over there. You can open up your fonts folder again. You'll drag that, drop it in there. All right, let's see. Atlas resolution, packing method fast. Yep. Auto sizing, all that good little stuff. Yep, and then just hit generate font atlas. So it'll look It'll tell you that it's missing, how many characters that it's missing, you know what I'm saying, or how many are excluded, all that good little stuff, and then you can just hit save. And you can keep it inside of your asset folder, inside of your fonts folder, hit save, and then it'll create this icon right here. So now if you go over to your text, now you can take that font. Well, you should have been able to drop it on there. Okay, all right. So let me let you know what just happened. So the process that I just went through was creating a font alias for your Text Mesh Pro. This control is not using a Text Mesh Pro. It's using just a regular UI text. So you can pretty much drag in any font that you have and just drop it on there at this point. And it should be good. See? And so the font is still there.
Mm.
So you can do that to your low, your mid, your high. Just click on your text or just control click each of them and just drag it on that right there. And they'll change those out. You can go to the backgrounds of these right here. You can change out the colors if you want. You know, yeah, you want to have that the same color that's on the background. You can do that. You know, it just depends on what you want to do. So you can just change out all this. Now normally I don't do this, you know, but for shits and giggles, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could do it. Yeah. So you can change out all of that stuff. If you want to remove this person, if you want to remove the mirror text and who it's by, you can just click it and just turn that off. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. If you want to create an entirely new type of canvas for it, you can, but make sure you do it within the confines of the canvas that you're already working with. And if you also do that, if you notice here on the off button itself, it has an on click method and it has this udon method. So if you create an entirely new button, make sure you grab this method, copy component, paste the component values to the new udon behavior, you know what I'm saying, all of that good little stuff, and drag it into there, and make sure you're using the interact method and that the navigation is turned off. If you want to turn these into circles, you can. Let's see what kind of mask you use. Let's
So once you do one UI and you have it like exactly how you want it, can you just copy that one and then put it on all the mirrors around your house?
Yeah, you
Or
can.
do you have
Yeah,
to
you
do it
can.
like individually?
That's why it's good to do one. It's good to do
Mm-hmm.
one whole one first
Yeah.
before you copy that asset.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know, so yeah, you can do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? You know, whatever you want with these. You know what I'm saying? To adjust it how you want it to look. All right, so that's your mirror. All right, and then we have the Topaz player. That is here. So when you bring this in, right, there's going to be three folders that's going to unpack. The resync, the player that's the default asset, the one that all the scripts are read from, and then the random player, which allows you to set up multiple stream keys. Now, if you just want to use one stream key, then you can go to the one that's inside of here. So that's the one we're going to work with first. So open up this one, go to why the hell? Excuse me. Where's my prefab? Where's the prefab at? Oh, well, I guess we'll be using this one then. So yep. So drag and drop that in there. you end up setting it up at. Remember, if you want the audio to be heard worldwide, open up your game object, go to your left and right. Make sure you put the spatial blend to 2D. Turn off spatialize. That way the sound is being heard through your left and right speaker throughout the entire world. But you have to have a max distance. So my max distance, I'll put mine on like 500. That way I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that it's encompassing the whole world. See, it encompasses the whole world. So no matter where you're at, you hear it. All right. Let's see here. Down here, enable spatialization for both of these. You want to have both of those turned off. Alrighty, and that is it for setting up the sound for this. Then the video player, then you'll click on the, once you're done with this, you'll close that up and click on the video player itself, the video player itself. And down here, you'll see something that says stream URLs. This is how you set up your stream key. Now, y'all already know how to set up a channel in Prism. So this is where you'll create what you'll do for Prism. So inside of here, we're just going to do one channel. In the very end right here that says live, this little link at the end is what you want to change. You know what I'm saying? Well, this can be whatever you want it to be. Whatever you want it to be, that little link right there. This here will this stays where it's at, but in order to set this up in Prism, remember this first link right here has to be an RTMP. When you upload this for PC, everything stays the same. But when you upload this for Quest, you want to remove the T at the end. Let me repeat that. If you want to upload this player to view on Quest, you have to remove the T at the end before you upload. But nothing in Prism changes. It'll just be RTMP //topaz.chat.live. And in the other, and then inside of the stream key, only this goes in the stream key. And you'll find it. That's why you want to make sure that you set up a unique stream key. And as a matter of fact, let's double check that. Right, so yeah, RTMP //topaz.chat/live, and then your stream key or whatever you made goes in there. And that's how you set up the Topaz. Now, if you want different monitors around the world, if you create your monitor in Blender and you bring it in, make sure that you have your surface UV mapped, you know what I'm saying, to the right dimensions, which is pretty much what, 1920 by 1080. Also, you want to this component and this material will transfer to every monitor that you create around your world. This one right here. So, say for instance, I had a screen that I brought in. Let's see here. Let's turn this -90. And this was set for the dimensions, right? So say for instance, I had all of this UV mapped, you know what I'm saying, for the dimensions, all that good little stuff. On here, I would go back over to my monitor. I would copy this component. I'll go to my plane. I can go to pretty much any one of these components and right click on the three dots and go to paste component as new. And it'll drop it in there with all of its things on there. I'll go back to the monitor. I'll find this material by clicking on it, and it'll open up the folder automatically. Click back on my monitor, take that material and drop it onto the material. So now I have a screen set up that'll play whatever is on this one on that one. And now I can just duplicate those around the world if I wanted to, or duplicate the original one that came with it. Once you Now, after you bring this in, now true enough, Topaz sometimes has like syncing issues and stuff like that. So you want to bring in this resync, which is not in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a resync now. So let's go to it even bring in the other stuff either. So you know what? Forget this. I want to make sure that y'all are getting the right stuff that's going to be in there. So we'll remove everything, all the folders, but leave the prefab in there. And I think it is import package. Let's go to the regular assets, projects, assets. I'm looking for Topaz. Where did I put that at? Where did I put that at? I had this something. I know I did. Yeah, Topaz model. I had to use ChatGPT to fix this thing.
Really?
Alright, so import that, and it should correct this prefab. All right, cool beans. All right, so now that that's back in there, now I should be able to go to my resync, and this comes in. So what I want to do is I want to drag in this box, this prefab right here. It's a small little box. You can also link this to a UI too if you want to. I'm saying how it is over at Mountain View. I mean Lakeside. So once you bring this in, down here in the inspector window, it'll ask for the Topaz chat player. All you do is drag in the entire game object into this field. And so now it's set up. When you come into the world, you want to have this turned on. You need this to be green. Just like in the complex, you want to make sure that this is turned on green. And you should be able to share your desktop, you know what I'm saying, with no problem. As you know, for PC users, it'll pop up right away when you start sharing. But with Quest, it'll take anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute and a half. But once it's in, it's in. Any questions in regards to the Topaz or the mirror? Or the water volume, or the swim system, or the water shader?
Mm-mm.
All right, we are good to go then. All right, so that is I guess that will be it for this class. Join us Thursday where we'll have DJ Marcus J on the microphone
Yeah.
sharing knowledge.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
I'm removing this from my but if you do decide to get a Twitch channel, keep in mind that if you're streaming copyrighted content, it takes a couple of viewers to be looking at your stream for Twitch to take notice. But as you know, you can only fit 80 people in your world anyway. So yeah. So if you know what I'm saying, you just got I bring in Twitch and watch movies in here all the time. Well, I use my Twitch and watch stuff. So yeah. Yep. That is it.
Okay. Thank you, Kipp.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kipp.
You are so welcome. I think Tuesday.
Yeah, thank you.
You are so welcome. When we come back Tuesday, we're gonna do another. I'm gonna go to the upload process again with you.
Ooh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying, to upload.